In 1 week, roughly, it will be 10 years since Charlotte was born and since she died. And we're sitting outside here because it's very warm here, and you might be able to hear my kids singing while I'm doing this, but that's okay. There's one thing that's changed in 10 years. We've got three living kiddos. That's fun and different. But I've been thinking a lot, maybe because we're all stuck in this lockdown, about what's changed and what's different and how far we've come in 10 years and how I'm a different person. And I think you can't go through something like we went through with Charlotte without becoming different or changing. Um, just because it's so transformative. Grief is very transformative. And so I've been thinking about who we were then and who we are now. And there's good things. There are definite good things. It's so easy to get locked into the negative of what happened, that we lost a daughter. But there's also positives. And, of course, I've changed. My faith has changed. I have a deeper faith. And I have a real connection with God that I didn't have before she died. And that took time. It wasn't like she died and now I have this really close relationship with God. Like, first there was some questioning and some other things. But I would say that the biggest thing that's come out of this is my hope and my desire to help other people. And not necessarily, like, in the beginning it was like help other people who have been through grief. And now it's more like help other people, because I'm realizing that we all have moments where we change, where we have this huge pivotal thing that happens to us and we need help, or we need somebody to come alongside us. And I think that that's what I have tried to do now with my life, is to come alongside people, because there were people who came alongside us when we needed it 10 years ago. And so two things I want to tell you about. Of course, one is Safe Families, who we are involved with, volunteer with, feel strongly about. We love that it's an organization that comes alongside families and wants to help them and wants to be with them. And the whole goal is that it's parent directed, and that we are working with the parents, and that we are creating healthy families who are going to be together and be stronger together. And, if you know me, you've heard me talk about Safe Families, and I've been like, you should get involved. But really, especially in our area, we need more people and we need more families. And I would love to talk to people about that if they would like to get involved. And you don't have to host like we do. There's lots of levels of involvement. And that's one thing. Safe Families. If you know me at all, I care deeply about it. And if you're anywhere in the United States, you can get involved with Safe Families and help. And then the second one is Mama Baby Haiti, an organization, a nonprofit that was started by midwives that I care deeply about and love a lot. And they care for mothers in Haiti who do not have access to healthcare. They don't have access to a maternity ward. They don't have access to give birth in a safe and healthy place. And so they are there taking care of the mothers and taking care of the babies and making sure they have enough food and get what they need. And there are mothers who go to give birth in the hospital and their babies don't make it. And they are kept there until they can pay for the services. They have just been given birth. They are grieving, and they are laying on a cement floor, sometimes inside, often outside. They don't have food. Sometimes their family can't come visit them. And that's where they're at until they can be released. It's like jail. It is like prison. And Mama Baby Haiti works to release these women as part of what they do. They also do prenatals. They see patients. They birth babies at their birth center. But sometimes when they have patients who have to go to the hospital, or just when people are in the hospital, and then if they can't pay for the services, they're not allowed to leave. So I can't imagine that. It was horrible, everything that happened to us when Charlotte died. But I was able to go home and be with my husband and be with my family and grieve at home. And there wasn't a question of if we could pay, or keeping us at a hospital until we could pay. And so those are two organizations that mean a lot to me. And if you would give in Charlotte's name in this month, that'd be great. You don't have to tell me about it. You don't have to share about it. Like, I don't need a written record of it, but that's something that's important to us. And if you felt so led to join Safe Families, or to donate to Mama Baby Haiti, then that would be great.
Your mom.
We want to know, of course, that her life mattered and that the things that we have done since we lost her have mattered. And so if you feel so led, or if you want to do something in her memory, that would be great, and we would just appreciate that her life would be honored, and and just knowing that people remember is of course always helpful. So those are my thoughts today, as we get closer to her birthday. And I often post about how sad I am or how I'm not doing well, but I also have to take a moment to say that overall I'm fine, that we've been blessed. And for those who are going through something now, there's another side. If you can just hang on, you'll wake up one day and it'll be 10 years since the worst day of your life, and you will still be alive and breathing. And it's not like everything's going to be okay, but there will be some sense that you've made it, and that knowing you've made it through whatever you've made it through, you can now make it through anything, and you can help others as well. And that's what I want her legacy to be, I guess, that her mom didn't give up, that her mom kept fighting to have kids, that her mom always is fighting every day for her kids to be healthy, and that though we miss her and we wish she were here with us, we are doing okay.